do. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeehaw. All right, so the first thing I'm going to point out to everybody is Star Garden does have a Kickstarter that is up right now. So they are securing support even though a demo is out at the moment. It is already at like 50 or 500% of its initial goal. So let me bring this up separate. There we go. It is, from what I saw on Steam, and we will watch the preview in a moment, or we'll watch the trailer in a moment, it looks like Chow Garden meets Kirby Air Ride. It'll make sense once I play the video, but let me toss this trash and try and set up a controller as well. Okay. Right. I need to download it onto Steam. Letting you all know, there is an opportunity to play it with me on multiplayer today. The demo is only available on Steam at the moment, and in addition, I have heard from the... I'm gonna ask what their... Also, what is your official title for the sake of when I introduce you? And do you have any sort of Discord? Someone help me real quick. What is the name of the Discord plugin that lets your characters pop up on screen? Oh, hello. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Devin chat. Incredible. Who apparently said, or I'm gonna wait and bring this up during the interview. That's gonna be really cool. do. Oh! Okay, so the producer is in the chat, and I'm talking to the creator and director of the game on Discord, the one who did like 95% of the game development. Oh my gosh, I'm being starstruck right now. This is nuts. Anyway, hello Game Garage. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm doing my best to compose everything right now. I'm talking with Chowmix about potential interview questions, things that I want to ask them, if there's anything that they want to highlight as well. Anyway, before I get too distracted, for those of you who are potentially interested in joining in, they do have a demo, a free demo that's available on Steam right now. What they said is, although it does support keyboard and mouse, they strongly recommend you use controller. I asked if PlayStation 4 controller was good enough, and they said, yes, that's, if anything, that's ideal. But it sounds like it may be a little bit difficult to do certain button prompts on the fly if you don't use controller, because controller is the one that has the best mapping support at the moment. Excuse me. Okay, I should be able to make this work. This just means that I need to plug in a controller. Camera's gonna go dead for a moment because I need to move some USB ports. Okay. Hopefully, will function as intended when I get into the game, but you'll have to forgive me if there's some unexpected tech troubles, because there's always at least one on some of these streams. All right, so let's pause Chill Hop for right now, and let's take a look at this trailer and see. Let's just see. Let's see what it has to offer.
Bet you didn't expect that move. You should listen to your Lumi more. You're out of sync. I zoned out for a bit.
Hey, solid effort. Your technique was, what's the human term? Mid?
A moment of silence for your pride.
I am gonna be so bad at this game. I am gonna be awful at this game.
Pathetic life forms.
Oh, that is Shadow! That is Shadow! Oh my god! Oh, that was so good! Just leaning real hard into it. Oh, that's so good. I love that you played into that. I love that you played into that. That was really cute. That was really charming. Anyway, let me fix my webcam feed before I continue. That is so funny. Oh my god. You just have them. It just exists. Okay. This pleasing little sibling in me. Right? Styling graphic. It feels really... I'm worried it's gonna look really cool, and I'm not gonna do it justice because I'm gonna suck at this game. I'm gonna be so bad at it that I want to, like, give the camera control to somebody else and just let them take care of it. Let them showcase while I do all the talking in the background. All right, we're gonna get this. Okay, I need to get it windowed so that I can show this off. Photosensitivity warning, okay. This is such a great game to have a high-speed internet connection for. Oh, I want to show this off. Hold on. That's not it. Shit. 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 Hold on. I need to figure... This reminds me of Sonic Adventure. I'm seeing lots of callbacks. I'm seeing Sonic Adventure. I'm seeing Smash Brothers. You ain't slick. Oh, trust me. I'm gonna restart the game just so that you can see what I'm talking about. It's gonna be so obvious when you see it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna see if I load it back up, if it'll do what I want it to do, because I want you all to see the intro to this. This is something special, truly. All right, y'all. Seriously, just watch, okay? Audio's low. I'll fix that. There you go. Rebel 1, battle! This makes me think of Bomberman. This makes me think of Bomberman. This is like Bomberman Hero 2. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I thought they were going to do the Sonic Adventure 2 battle pose. Okay, but look at this intro screen. You tell me this is not Sonic Adventure.
Welcome to Stargate.
Choose Knuckles, Big, Amy, Tails, Sonic. Stargate the trial is an early beta. Limited offline, online modes are available. Content balance. Performance may change. Certain features may not work as intended. The game may crash. Thank you for understanding. All right, so we got VSync. We got anti-aliasing. I can't do the story! No! Okay, so really all we can do is verses, but that's fine. I gotta show some love to Kimlin Tran. Kimlin is such an incredible... Okay, first of all, the fact that every single one of these characters is voiced by someone that I know works professionally, that is so cool, and something that I'm definitely going to bring up during the interview. I'm not Scold. Why would you ever use this? Remove this from your game, devs. How dare you? How dare the first thing that I can do in a game be to slap somebody silly? I need you, devs, I need you to make yourself into a character and put it in this game so that I can slap whoever thought this was a good idea. Oh, you can... Oh no, I'm gonna do it! Why? Wait, what? This is so violent! This is so violent! I can put him down. Why are there 4 times? Why are there 4 times as many ways to hurt them? Why? Why? What? Okay, even before we've started, I can slap them, I can drop kick them, I can punt them, and I can throw them. Options for love? Touch baby him top of head? This is, I feel awful. Sorry, just, you know, just reminds me of all those times that I come home and I'm having a frustrating day and I literally just chuck my cat like a football into the washer cycle, but I always take him out 2 minutes later and pat him on the head 3 times and we're all back to normal. Yes, immediate request. Game Garage, I'm playing this up, but immediate request. Please give us more ways. Give us more ways to show love to the baby. Immediate recommendation is, as long as we're going the Chow Garden route, give me the option either if I hold a button or if I pick him up and I don't let go of the button. Give me the option to push a directional in order to gently rock or shake him. Because, like, Tails has one in Chow Garden where he'll shake the baby. This already sounds awful. He will gently coddle the baby and go, everything's gonna be okay. And then when Eggman does it in Japanese, he goes, Yosh! Hiko, hiko! There are some? Okay. Whoa! No! God damn it! I'm very scared. I don't know what to experiment with. Okay, you, Burdock, you're my perfect princess. You can do no wrong. I will not hurt you in any circumstance. You go into the invulnerability cave. If I can't see you, I can't hurt you. Stay here until the biggest threat to your existence, which is me, is no longer here. Wow! Whoa! Who knew I could be a bigger disaster in something besides my own game? Okay, there needs to be hidden. Yes. Okay, all right. So because I'm a genius and because I know you're extremely capable and intelligent, this is going to be where you enter the tournaments, where you enter your little legally distinct Chow people, right? Like, I'm gonna raise them and then I'm gonna walk in here and this is where I'm gonna have them fight each other in legally distinct karate and legally distinct races and legally distinct creature fighting. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I think I've already figured out how to break the game. Eggs? Eggshells? What are you talking about? I don't see any eggshells. There've never been any eggshells here. Wait a second. Hold on. Yes! Yes! Oh, Game Garage, welcome to my superpower. I think I'm unable to pick anything up. Okay, so I have managed to break the game. Hi. So what we have learned is if the character manages to clip through the wall in such a way that it teleports him back, I lose all commands other than beating the shit out of my Chow. I'm sorry, my legally distinct star creatures. I am incapable. It doesn't change my controls anymore. That's so funny. There we go. All right, so we can reset. So, recommendation. Again, this is not me telling you how to make your game, and I'm sure you've already been alerted to this. I don't know how easy this is, but my recommendation would be if you hand an item to them, have them turn to face you. Because that'll prevent issues with items that they've been given disappearing into the walls. Let's see if he moves forward. Yeah, because if he crawls up against the wall. Let's see. I just, come on. I need to break the game. Crawl against the wall. Pretend you're playing Minecraft and you don't understand. They are super cute, by the way. Oh, I might be able to just push him against the wall. Yeah, there we go. And then if you give him that. Okay. There you go. Yep, he drops it in there. Now we move him out of the way. And there we go. Uppies. All right. I need to check something. Hold on. Also, please, no one interpret this as me saying the game is broken. This is just Sean being very easily amused by something that he discovers within 5 minutes of playing the game. I just really, really, really like bugs. Okay, I think it's smart. I'm glad they implemented that already. I want to see if I'm able to punt him through the wall if I put him up against the wall and then drop kick him. Hold on. This is why you don't enable violence. If you enable violence, people will see how far they can apply it. All right, here you go, bud. Nope. Okay. All right. Second test. Airtime potential. All right, here we go. Aiming for that patch right over there. Launch it. It still landed in the patch. It still counts. Just because I didn't see that patch doesn't mean it doesn't count. Go! Wait. Hold on. A thought occurs. All right, there we go. Kobe! Go! This is great. I haven't even played the versus mode and I'm good. All right. Can we get him to roll through? Also, can you, Garage, can you tell me one of the other ways that I can actually take care of them? Shit. That's a foul. All right, let's try this again. No! I can't believe I got that on the first try. Oh, no! By doing the verses. Oh, he crawled through! It still counts.
Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy.
Okay.
Hey, little guy.
Please give me an option through a very specific button combo to file my creature's taxes for it. Also, please remind me, what is their actual name again? Lumi. Okay. I want to see if each character has their own way of scolding. No!
Hey, little guy.
I like that the characters' heights are based on when you finish jumping. I think that's a really nice thing of like, I can control how high I jump. All right, here, let me get them out of the way so I can't hurt them anymore. There we go. All right. Nope, they all do the same thing.
There, there.
You're in danger.
Ready up! Ready up! Hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. Yep.
I'm not actually upset, but I'm gonna be so upset by the end of this that I didn't know about this when it was holding auditions. This is so charming, and I would have loved to be a part of this. I love this. These voice acting performances. Hold on. Okay. Squishy. It's so mean. It's so mean. Oh, it's a cursor issue? It's okay. It's okay. As long as it's not affecting the racing.
Cute.
Ooh.
Cute.
I like her voice.
Cute.
Making sure I don't miss it. Hold on. Let me see what he said. Yes, yes, I did see that. I mean, I could be saving this for the interview, but... Oh, use with Lumi. All right, hold on. Do you only cast off of reels, or do you have, like, audition sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is 19. That is 19! Yes! Yes! Game Garage. Game Garage. Alright, cool. Anyway, so while I continue to stall for time, if you would like to join in on the multiplayer, use this time to download the free demo onto your Steam library right now. I would recommend finding a version of a controller that you want to use, whether it's keyboard, mouse. Controller is strongly recommended. I'm going to try this 1 or 2 times, and then we'll probably do our interview, and then we'll see if we can get some, Oh, no. Oh, no. This is all alien to me. We'll see if there's random people playing right now. I hope you're enjoying watching this so far, Game Garage. I promise I'm not making fun of it. I am having fun with it. And that is the most important part of a game. This is great. I'm gonna be so bad at this. I'm warning you all now. Can someone who read the instructions on the Kickstarter give me a quick lowdown on what the buttons are? There's a lot of buttons on this controller. This is really charming.
Ready,
Oh God.
set,
Oh God. What am I doing? Okay. No! My stuff! Oh my God, okay. What is happening? Oh God.
This is fine.
Okay, this is like, if I can keep away, this will evolve my star, right? Oh my God, okay. This is this is crazy. Oh shit. Okay. All right, all right. I'm getting the hang of these controls. Whoa! Where am I going? Goodness gracious! Oh, this feels way too slow. All right. Oh my God! No! Oh my God! I have no. What am I doing? Ah! Get me off this crazy thing! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! No! 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 Stop! Stop! I can't do this anymore! This is too much. This is... I can't. This is too much. Oh my God. I need a different chip type. Okay, okay, I'm taking. Okay. Come on, come on. Give me a different, okay. I need a different freaking type. This is too much. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I have no idea what tricks I just did, but all I know is I'm alive and that's what matters. Oh, no! Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Adapt, focus, execute. That's how you win. That's how I win.
that's cool. Yeah. All right, so we'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then I'll swap out for some other people. So during the collect phase, damaging people won't destroy them, but it will make them drop the power-ups that they've gained. And so that is how you can both weaken them and strengthen yourself. And then once you get to combat phase, that's when you're trying to take out everybody else. So I didn't quite figure out. Clearly, some vehicles were either they had way better stability in exchange for slower speed. The rocket ship one was way too unwieldy for me. I need better control more than better speed. This is gonna kill my thumb. Goodness gracious. How's the audio on the game, by the way?
Ready, set, go!
Okay, so one thing I would plan is if someone deals the finishing blow that breaks a box, they should have first dibs at the item that is inside, or at least it should be only for them to pick up for like the first 2-3 seconds, because otherwise there's nothing stopping people from just waiting for someone else to break the block and then stealing it from under them before they have a chance to reorient. Part of the strategy? Okay. Ooh, I like this one. This one's cool. Oh my god! I can fly! Oh my gosh, I feel myself leaning into the turns. There we go. This is cool. I literally get to fly in this thing. All right, I need better weaponry. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is nuts! Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I'm dead. I got trapped. Son of a gun. Oh, my thumb hurts, man. Oh yeah, the bubbles are probably a really good ability. All right, I want to get 3 new people in here on the next one, and then we'll do the interview afterwards. Game Garage, if you want to be part of the interview, do you have a Discord? Also, can someone in chat, I know you answered me before, what is the name of the Discord plugin that lets you have, like, avatars on screen? Fugitech, thank you. Chalmix and Game Garage, if either of you have a Fugitech reactive, I do have that enabled on Discord, so if you have an avatar that you want to present yourself as...
A moment of silence for your pride.
So let me turn the stream guests on. Let's see. You will need to join a voice channel for sources to work. Okay, cool. So we'll do one more. Yes. So if anyone would like to hop in. New people, preferably. All right, cool. Hold on. I'm gonna actually don't leave. I'm gonna make a quick advertisement for folks. because I meant to post when we were going to be playing this game and I forgot to. So profile. Here we go. Get in, loser. We're streaming Star Garden. It's like Kirby Air Ride meets Chow Garden after chugging at least 3 energy drinks. Twitch.tv/Sonic Mega. There we go. Posted on Blue Sky. All right, now let's do it. So this is interesting. By doing races, you earn the fruits that you use to raise your Chow. The feedback loop is very clear.
Ready?
Oh, I love her. She's cool. Kate, you would probably kick my ass at this. Full stop. Oh, I'm just gonna farm stuff down here. Are you kidding me? Uninterrupted by everybody else? This is the way. Also, if you fall off a ledge and you tilt back on your control stick, you can glide, or depending on your vehicle type, just straight up fly. Oh, this one has like instant turning. Oh, okay, I might actually like this one the most. This has the best control out of everything else. That's probably a mine. No one knows! No one knows about my secret hyperbolic training chamber! That's right, fools! Fight amongst yourselves! I will continue getting stronger! Hello, Qteku. I am currently being the lamest loser ever. I am— oh no! My stuff! Okay, so blue is stats, red is attack items. Okay, my major complaint about the bomb is it feels like there is no way for me to avoid running into it after I've set it. Okay, that works. Oh, that does damage over time. Shit. I need to heal myself. Yes! Yes! I refuse to lose early on this. Okay. Slow and steady, baby. Okay, maybe a little bit too slow. Shit. Shit! Can I get out of here? I'm gonna end up dying. Come on! Oh my god, it's over for me, man. I thought I was good. I'm not good. Oh my god. I need healing. They're after me. I know it. Ah, son of a gun. I couldn't attack. I was second place, though.
You have been, how do you say, owned? Yes, owned.
That was so good. That was really good. You did it. You won. All right, y'all. Let me, I have some special guests here. We actually have the developer, the producer. I'm going to have them introduce themselves because I don't want to mess this up. So let me check in, make sure they're all ready. You all ready? We'll turn this down a bit so that we can hear them. All right, let's bring them in. Let's see. We got the reactive.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my gosh. What a wonderfully surprising this. So first of all, I'm going to start by heaping praise on you because there are demos I've played where you can do basically everything there is to do in under an hour. And even though I would say on this demo, you can explore what there is to explore in half an hour, the replayability, the ability to just spend hours upon hours practicing to become good at this game.
Yeah, it's very replayable. And I say that as someone who, let me just check my Steam right now. I have 150 hours in this game. And that's only on Steam. That's not even like making it in Unity. We use Unity.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So do me a favor, introduce each of yourselves if you would for me.
Sure. My name is Chomix. Some of you might know me from YouTube. I am a pretty alright-ish Sonic YouTuber. I make a lot of Sonic videos. Decently well known in the Sonic community, I suppose. And I've kind of gone YouTuber turned game dev over the last 2 years, which has been a very exciting journey, a very fun journey, very rewarding journey. and we're kind of finally just now seeing the fruits of our labor. We get to have everyone play our game finally. We released the demo September 2nd, so it's been about 2 weeks, and people have been having a real good time with it, and we're seeing everyone's feedback and suggestions and just what they like about the game and everything. It's super awesome and rewarding to see.
What was the most unexpected thing that people consistently said they were really big fans of? Like you didn't think much of it, or you're like, yeah, here's a little thing that we'll include, and more players brought it up than you expected, and you were like, oh, it's really nice that they picked up on that.
It was probably the Lumi abuse.
All right, cut the interview.
Really
Cut it.
We saw people making combo videos on
Yeah,
how
people were
many
doing
times they
combo
get.
videos.
No way.
Really funny.
Oh my gosh. Well, did you already mention how long this has been in process?
It's been 2 years. Since
2
we
years?
started. So we have a pretty fun kind of like origin story, I would say. So, well, actually, Matt, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, sure, yeah.
For
I'm Matt.
context.
Yes, for context. I actually hate this game. I've come to sabotage the stream now. I'm Matt. I'm the producer of the game. And yeah, nothing special about me. I'm just a guy. What's up?
Matt does a lot of our socials, and he is very much responsible for getting us in contact with a lot of the cool people that are on, like Lizzie Freeman, or I don't know if you noticed this, but the announcer of the game is TJ Davis, which
That's
is
so
the
cool.
announcer and singer for Sonic R.
Oh, that's so cool. Now, did you two already know each other prior to coming together for this project, or how did that come to be, if not?
Yeah, Matt and I knew each other
Little
for
bit.
probably
I-
like a
I
year
also
and a
used to
half or
be-
something like that.
Yeah. I also used to do Sonic YouTube stuff. I used to be Tails channel way back in the day, if you've ever heard of that. But yeah, that's how kind of we knew each other, and we met at a couple of conventions. So
Right.
we would always hang out, and we were really good friends.
So, like,
But
the first time was a meeting. The second time you were like, hey, haven't I seen you somewhere before? And then the third time you're like, okay, now we're required to make something together. Like, that's the law. That's the rules.
I think it was like the third time we met. Exactly. Something like that. Yeah.
I think it was actually the third time.
I think it was like the third time that we met at a convention. Actually, a lot of the crazy cool things with Star Garden spawn from conventions and meeting people. So I will say networking is very important. Everyone out there,
Oh, for sure.
make sure to network and
sure.
make friends. Just be like
Being a
be
normal
cool,
and
hang,
nice
So-
person.
hang out with people and just like be cool.
So
It'll get you
actually,
far in life.
that segues
I
to one of the
promise.
major questions I was going to ask. How many people total are on the team, would you say? Like, between if there was an artifact or an asset designer, a composer, like, how many folks would you say total are on the development team for this?
So because we have basically been doing everything on a $0 budget up until now. I mean, even now, we still, even with the Kickstarter, we don't have any of that funding yet.
we're
everything
still on
is-
zero.
Right.
Right. Everything has been done with a $0 budget, and if we did have to pay for something, we did it out of our own pocket. And that being said, anyone working on the game, no one is obligated to really do anything because there's really no payment yet until we get funding. So, we had a few people that would come and go. My brother even helped a little bit. We have, so like mainly, I would say like 95% is me, programming, making assets, doing animations. But then we do have a few other people that will come in clutch for us, that will help out with certain things. I would say in total, like core Game Garage team, I would say like maybe 6 people or so.
And how did a team like that get assembled together? I know you said that networking is really important, that referrals are really important, but like, how long did the process take to bring everyone together before you all got in the boardroom and said, okay, here's what our goal is, here's what we're doing together?
It was really just like one of our team members being like, I know a guy.
Right.
I think that's pretty much it. And
Yeah.
we usually do like vibe checks, like very quick like vibe checks, like to see if you're like cool.
Right.
And then after that we're like, okay, cool. Like, because again, like we're currently on $0. It's really like, do you want to work on this? and we pay out of our own pockets, or however much time you want to put in.
Now, did you know, as someone who is a working voice actor, I noticed that pretty much every character in this game has a voice. Was that something you knew you wanted to do from the outset of the project, or was it something that down the road you were like, you know what? From the way this is developed, I feel like we're in a position where it would do us good to add this into what we've got going.
It was definitely the latter. Especially being like mostly solo developed on a $0 budget. We weren't really sure how far we would get. So we didn't want to like invest in voice actors like day one, because I was still figuring out, how to do everything. It took a good, like the first year and a half was just to get it, to feel decent and to complete a game and go back to the main menu and like have a whole game loop that you can like replay. That took like an entire year and a half to do. I would say we started looking into it last winter. That's when we started considering it, I think. And then we kind of reached out and we did some auditions. Basically, the auditions, though, they consisted of voice reels.
Voice reels and vibe
Voice
checks,
reels.
like I kind of said in chat.
Right. Now, was that just something you posted on your socials? Did you post on your website? Because just to kind of connect my chat a bit, in addition to being a professional voice actor, I have a lot of folks in my community who have come to know me through my work, and they often say, oh, I want to get involved in VO, or I'm looking for online opportunities. Where were the channels that you posted, or what would your recommendations be to people who want to potentially get involved in future projects like this, who are just not sure where to find those opportunities?
Right. Yeah. We posted on our social medias. So I think both Twitter and I think we also did Blue Sky as well.
Blue Sky, and I think Instagram as well.
We might have
those three primarily.
Right.
We weren't really like, I know we have like Lizzie on the project and TJ, but when we were looking for voices, we were like, we weren't really requiring like any experience level. We were just like, hey, does your voice fit the character? And also, are you a cool person? Are you excited? Are you excited for the game? Like, that's pretty much what we were looking for. And thankfully, we were able to find an amazing cast from those just very tiny.
I mean, honestly, like the original voice of Shadow, Lizzie Freeman. You recently announced that you added Zeno Robinson to the cast as well.
Yeah. Right.
And that was like more of a luck thing, because should I tell that story?
Go for it.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we had the Endless Fantasia DLC. Endless Fantasia is a comic book from our friend Daniel Barnes, who also worked on Sonic IDW comics. Scrapnik Island is the big one he worked on.
Okay.
He's working on an original comic. Zeno and Daniel knew each other just from, I guess, conventions and stuff. And Zeno was like, if you ever have a voice for this character, I would love to be the voice of this character. So that's how it came to be. So there you go.
Everyone's always like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't tell people you want to do the voice for this thing. But man, sometimes just showing that you have that passion, you'd be surprised how often game developers are like, we would love to add voices, but we don't know where to find anyone. And just having that person go, put me in, coach, put me in, So
I would say
was awesome too.
I would say half of our cast in Star Garden, they were excited and interested in our game before we even had auditions or anything.
Right.
So when they auditioned, we were like, we've seen this person before. They've been commenting on our stuff. Like they genuinely like our product. So like I feel like
go ahead.
You can definitely tell that they're fans and they're putting their all into it because they like it so much.
The sheer amount of excitement that I have already felt in just, I don't even know how long we've been streaming this, if someone in chat wants to tell me. But even though I've never had experience with Kirby Air Ride, I can see why it has such an addictive gameplay loop. So, and it really feels like you've captured the right amount of chaos, but also just like the unpredictability of a game like this.
Thank you. Yeah, no, you're doing really good. I was watching the entire time. You picked it up after,
Thank you. Keep doing it. Keep saying those
after
things.
After like 2 rounds, like you got it, I think.
You're doing great.
So how, with the current Kickstarter where it currently is, obviously, no one goes into a Kickstarter expecting a certain amount of budget. Would you say it has about landed where you were hoping to get? Has it far exceeded expectations?
I think just the support in general has exceeded our expectations.
Yeah, this was basically like my dream scenario where I'm like, it probably will never do this well, but like if it did, I would be so proud of us. And like we actually got to that point.
Right.
And we're only halfway through. Also, I think today was like the halfway point.
It was.
The last day is October 2nd, and we have some pretty big bombshell stuff to reveal. We're kind of holding on to a few really crazy things to be revealed to give people more incentive to back if they haven't done so yet.
Some stuff just takes time. So
Now, I haven't had a chance to check whether you've made any specific announcements, but is there something that you have said, oh, you've publicly said we'd like to include something like this if the budget allows for it, that now you feel like you'll be able to implement because of the support it's received so far?
I guess pretty much all our stretch goals. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, let me pull up the page really quick. There, off the top of my head, there's a few, but just to make sure I'm not forgetting any.
Shogo Sakai for sure.
That's the big
one.
one.
What is Shogo Sakai?
So he is a Nintendo legend. He worked as a composer. He's the composer of Mother 3, which is insane. Also worked on Super Smash Bros. Melee, the original Kirby Air Ride, a bunch of other Kirby games, pretty much every other Smash game.
Oh no! Please don't tell me I just lost. No! Sorry.
Crazy. If we reach the goal, he'll be doing 2 original songs, which honestly, Melee is my favorite Smash soundtrack, so it's a dream come true.
Oh my
God. Crazy. I don't know
how he's crazy. We're only a few $1,000s away from reaching that. That is the next goal that we're trying to reach, and I'm pretty sure we'll make it. So that's really exciting. We also confirmed PlayStation and Xbox ports, which is awesome.
But I would stay tuned for anything else. Wink, wink, wink. Wink.
Come on.
Fans of other consoles, they may want to pay attention.
The Google Stadia, of course. No, just
kidding.
Yes!
He also...
yes!
Oh, there you go.
Did you win?
Yo, on the boost star. That's crazy. Wow.
All right, you can't leave the interview now. My first win was when I was busy talking to you all.
Nice.
No, this is great. I can yap all day. Happy to answer any question.
Before I continue, I should find another question. So, okay. Yes, this is definitely the major one I want to mention. So you mentioned that you came from, you said, when we were talking on Discord, you mentioned coming from a Sonic background. Like, would you say Sonic fan game or Sonic what?
Community.
Sonic community.
Just in general. So I run the YouTube channel of the same name, Chowmix. I think we reached like over 200k subscribers like a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I'm known for. That is like actually my bread and butter is Sonic YouTube.
So I
do theories.
What?
I do.
Go ahead.
My lore's a little crazier, but I don't know if we have like 20 minutes.
We both come from Sonic YouTube, actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm. Well, so what? But we already we have a lot of folks in chat pointing out. You know, we've got inspiration from Kirby Air Ride. Obviously, the UI reminds people of a lot of things. What did you know you wanted to make this style of game from the beginning, especially because what inspiration did you mainly draw from to begin with? Like, what drove you to make this style of game?
I think we were very decided on how we wanted this game to be from the very beginning. This kind of combination of Chow Garden and Kirby Air Ride was when we were still concepting it, and we kind of knew right away that's what we wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And at the time, both of those were games that hadn't had sequels or any other iteration of itself in probably 20 years.
Was it a celebration day when right
coming out? Yeah. We did not expect that. Again, we started this like 2 years ago, so we were like, you know what, we're gonna bring these two genres back. Not only are we gonna bring them back, we're gonna mix them together, which is something kind of insane and has never been done before. And it's a good way to kind of mix it up, so we're not just making another Kirby Air Ride. I will say, it's not in the demo, but the story mode is going to be more kind of like Lumi Garden focused. The Lumi Garden is very much a single player type thing.
Right.
Where it is connected in the demo very loosely. You get fruits by winning like multiplayer matches.
Sure.
That's not how it's going to be in the full game, but we did want to have a way
You want to
kind
give
of link
people
them
some
together
way
for
of
the demo.
interacting with it before the
Right,
full game
it's
came
more
out.
so just to show the two halves of the game and bridge them together in a way rather than not bridging them together.
As
they're very
some,
much
go
kind of
ahead.
proof of concepts.
As someone who is very familiar with the concept of meta, or especially like when you think of like Splatoon, where I believe they're able to get like upgrades that naturally increase their passive abilities going into the next game. Are there any plans for there to be like a sort of, as you raise your Lumi, their passive skills will naturally improve your starting stats?
Yes. So, in versus mode, everyone starts with a fresh Lumi. Everything is level 0, and you level it up from there. You instantly level them up by collecting these stickers. But in
Okay.
story mode, you actually have to raise your Lumi, and it's a very like kind of slow burn progression. It's not as abridged as this. You're not instantly just like picking up a sticker
Sure.
and leveling them up. Every level is like, you know, from taking care of them and petting them and going out in the overworld and getting fruits and everything like that. It's like Sonic Adventure, but you actually can bring your Chow out of the garden and use them in a level.
So this wasn't just something where it's like, you're like, well, while we're at it, we want to include Chow Guarding because it's clear that's never going to come back. This was actually something that from the beginning you wanted it to be implemented into the gameplay.
Oh, yeah. This was like from the get-go. Even before Chowmix was involved, we had, my friend Evan and I had the idea since like 2020, I want to say. Chowmix joined the project in 2022, and he's basically everything now on the project. But yeah, even back then, we were like, we would love to bring these two things together, because back then we had no idea like Air Riders was going to be a thing.
Right.
There's still no word on the Chow Garden. I wanted to come back so bad. Sega, please. Please. But,
They just refuse us.
Trust me,
Someone's gotta do it.
I'm one of those people that holds out hope just the same as you, but my understanding was because it was outsourced to a third-party development team, like, it was never, like, Sega's to begin with. So, I don't know. I don't know what the odds are, but can I confess something to you?
Absolutely.
Even though I haven't touched it, I bought the highest tier of Steam Deck for one reason, and that was after confirming that Sonic Adventure 2 Battle would run on it, so that someday I could try and raise an organic Ultimate Chow from scratch on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, that's a big endeavor. I don't blame you.
well, you know what? You could do that with the Chow and the Lumi when you play Star Garden
Right.
on the Steam.
Star
There
Garden
you go.
also works pretty well on Steam Deck. That's actually whenever we go to conventions and have like a little dev booth,
Right.
and like little demo stations, we run it on our Steam Decks.
That's so fun. So the love is absolutely there. One of the other questions I was...
It's all respect.
Yeah. So over the course of development, was this your first foray into like game development on this scale, or did you have prior experience with stuff of this scope before?
On this scale, 100%. Definitely.
100%.
I have
What?
a
You were
little
brand new to it,
experience
or?
working on... Oh, you first, Chowman.
Oh, what was the question?
Did you have prior game development experience with something of this scope, or was this a brand new venture for you? Like, you had past experience with smaller projects, but this was like your first time
Yes.
really tackling something.
Yes, I had never really made a game to the point where you can kind of like loop through it and like replay it and blah blah blah. I would just kind of mess around with character controllers. Like I would make a character be able to like do a wall run or like a double jump. A lot of like Sonic kind of fan game type work where I would try to design like a Sonic controller from scratch.
Right.
I would just use like Sonic's model and like the existing animations as a template, and then I would program all the like functions and movements and everything. That's like my specialty. I really like doing that, and that's probably why there's so many different things you can do in this game. Like as the player, you can swim. There's like sidestepping, there's shielding, there's grabbing. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff that you probably don't even know is in the game.
Right.
That is in the game because I'm like, I love movement. I gotta like put in all these different features. So where Kirby Air Ride is very simplistic, where it's one button. I know you said you've never played it. But
Right.
It's very simple. It's like literally you can do everything with the A button, and it's really cool and it's genius. I come from a background of Super Smash Bros. Melee, where everything is very technical and like you can do so much. you know, decently low skill floor,
Right.
but the skill ceiling is like it doesn't
Right,
exist.
right.
It's
Because, like,
just
I would not
limited.
consider myself very good at this game quite yet, but it already feels like I can at least hold my own against folks to some degree.
Right.
So,
There's a lot of room for improvement, I think, for these types of games where, like, it just has such a high skill ceiling. You could just keep playing it and getting better and better. And we see that when we hold tournaments. We've only done like 2 tournaments so far, but once like the cream of the crop starts to rise up when we get to like the grand finals, they're doing stuff that I didn't even know.
Oh,
we
it's
could do in
crazy.
the game. It's crazy.
have you daydreamed yet about having this as either a side or a main tournament at EVO in a future year?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
I would love that. I don't even know who to talk to for that to happen or who decides that, but I would.
Evo.
Yeah, Jonathan Evo, if you're
Evo.
watching.
Jonathan Evo. So over this, this was what it was going to segue to, but over the course of the development, especially since this was a new, larger scope venture for you, what was something that you went in expecting it to be difficult, but it actually turned out to be easier than you anticipated once you got down to brass tacks? And conversely, what was something that you thought you were like, oh, I have experience with this, you know, this should be easier, but then once you had to do it on a larger scope, you went, oh, it is totally different.
I think at least something that I thought would be easy that was very difficult was menus. Menus are very difficult and annoying, and there's so many different like possibilities that you have to account for. I hate programming menus.
What about them makes them so
Something-
frustrating, would you say?
It's just how you have to wire each one up, and like there always has to be something selected, and you can't have more than 2 things selected or else it's confusing, but sometimes 2 things do
Right.
get selected, and then you have to figure out how to kind of like dispute that. There's just a lot of weird edge cases with menus.
We were just dealing with something like that during one of the games we were streaming earlier today, where for at least half an hour, I thought that a bunch of menu options were like not selectable, and it turned out
and
they were all valid, but what the reason was because when you aren't highlighting, like, let's say there's a list of 5 options, right? Whichever one you're not currently hovering over was so darkened that as a gamer, my automatic assumption was, oh, it's that dark because it's inaccessible right now.
Right.
And it's not one of those things you really think about until either you play test it or you play it yourself as a gamer and you go, oh, in the moment, what does my brain automatically assume about the way this layout is designed?
Yep. There's a lot of kind of like psychology that goes into it, and I guess that can be lumped into a UX, like user experience. Like there's UI, there's how it looks, but then there's also how the user experiences it, which is something, it's a whole separate thing. So like, yes, you can make it so that, okay, like the UI is that you have 5 options and then like one of them is colored differently depending on what you're selecting. But if you make it colored in such a way that it actually makes it look like it's unavailable, that's a UX problem. And
Right.
that we've also had kind of issues with that where we've had to clear things up and
The ready
make it a
up
little bit
button.
clearer.
You technically just
Yeah,
said it.
yes.
Yeah.
When we first released the game, so you know how in the online lobby you have to ready up.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't as clear originally. The words ready weren't next to it. I think it was just like kind of like looping loading circle.
Right.
And no one knew that you had to press it to ready up. So people were just in lobbies sitting there,
Oh,
not readying it
no.
up. And they're like, oh my God. The people that did know how to ready up is like, they were like, oh my God, these guys don't know that you have to ready up and there's no way to tell them. So we had to make it a bit more obvious. And ever since then, I'm sure you've heard kind of like the jokes of game design where it's like, oh, like the developers have to like smear yellow paint over everything just to make it so that the player like knows you're supposed to go here.
Listen, when I saw the whole discourse, when I saw the whole discourse about like why did they paint everything yellow? I'm not stupid. I know where to go. I'm like, no, you do not
be surprised.
You do not understand how stupid all of us are.
I'm
And
stupid
not
and
even
dumb, so
saying
yellow
it's a-
helps me.
Yes, not even saying it's a stupid issue, like stupid or smart issue, but like, yeah, like sometimes your brain don't work good.
There
on certain
is-
days,
I-
or like,
It happens.
or you're
there-
just not thinking, or you just kind of let it go past you, and you don't realize.
Right.
Oh,
There is no amount of hand-holding. Okay, for the most part, there is no amount of minor hand-holding that would frustrate me more than spending 20 minutes in the same area running back and forth because I don't know where the one spot I'm supposed to go to progress is. So...
100%. It's very funny living through that firsthand as a game developer. Because I would always be like, oh my god, these tutorials are so egregious. Like, why do I need to know how to jump? Like, I'll just press all the buttons myself. I'll test it. It's fine. But, like, you really do need to, Ooh, I think your game might be frozen.
Yeah, this is one of the things we're fixed.
Refund! I want a refund on this free demo. It's ruined!
Yeah,
it's
I
ruined!
Can't believe it. It's stuck in the game! No, you have to Alt F4. I'm sorry.
Automatically lost the game. How could this happen to me?
This has been one of the most annoying bugs we've been trying to fix, but do know it's being fixed.
I mean, listen, for it to go that long without something happening, I think is commendable. Besides, I think we're kind of winding down. I mean, we've seen the gameplay element. I want to think of like a couple more questions that I can ask, and I'd say I get one more game in and then probably call it a night if that's okay with you all.
Yeah, sure.
So I've done enough of feeding the questions to you all. I want to ask, in fact, chat, if you want to ask some questions that I can then forward to them and to help stall for some time, what is something that you hope players will pay particular attention to, either because you're proud of it, or because it took you a really long time to work on it, or because it is an example of something that you've always been really good at, that you finally got to put center stage on a project that has more eyes on it?
For me, I would say there's two things. One is the character design. I love character design. I think Sonic is like a perfect character design. I've done videos analyzing like all the little design decisions and like kind of history of like art styles and everything. I'm very big on like art and character design and everything like that. And being able to make my own set of characters has been really awesome. And
what was there Space Channel 5 inspiration here, or?
Yes, 100%. So actually, every character is inspired in at least one way, if not more, by multiple Sega characters.
Oh?
It's a fun little fact.
So do we have like a little bit of Samba de Amigo? We have a little bit of what else?
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
Jet Set Radio.
Sonic, obviously. Jet Set Radio is a big one. Yeah. I like asking people kind of like to guess who the character might be inspired by. And sometimes I get very different answers, which is very funny. Yeah, we're really proud of all the character designs.
I think
their personalities and their voices and everything.
I agree. The voices have definitely elevated it, and
yes.
It's easy to do. I don't know if polygonal is what people would call retro at this point, but it's very easy to just throw low poly or low, I don't want to say low quality, but low fidelity characters in and call it a day. But I like that you've designed them in a way where, like, I don't think I could see it working in a style other than this one.
Yes. Yeah. We went for this sort of style not only because we love it and we're very nostalgic for it, and it is also just homage to the era of games, of the two main games that we take inspiration from.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also easier to do than like hyper realistic, like Unreal Engine 5. Like you can see every pore in their skin. Yeah, like hyper realistic Minecraft texture. Yeah, it's a lot easier to do something like this.
Right.
For like an indie studio where I'm mostly modeling everything.
One of the questions we had from Waterblade64, they said, props to you for getting David Humphrey his first acting gig in years, as far as I know. What did it take to make that happen?
We have a friend who has worked with them a lot. So we asked that friend if she could get us in contact with him, and she did. And that was pretty much it. It's as easy as that, to be honest with you.
So David Humphrey has been kind of making his way around conventions a little bit. And one of the conventions he was at was Sonic Expo. I think it was the one in Dallas last year.
Yes, yeah.
And I think there was another convention, actually. I don't remember. It was mostly Sonic Expo though. We're friends with the person that runs it, so we kind of were like, hey, is there any way that you can get us in contact with David Humphrey or like someone that represents him, so we can like ask him something. And we were able to, and we got to talk to him, and he was super nice.
Very nice.
And really, all it takes, honestly, I feel like no one has just thought to ask him.
Right.
Like, it really is. It was just as simple as asking him, and he said yes.
I mean, I think
we barely even had our project at that point, and we kind of explained our situation. We had a few little things to show him, and I think he was maybe impressed.
I think we showed him the character of Lynx and like what he's supposed to be, and we kind of like gave a very short synopsis on the story, very short, and he was just interested. And we told him Lynx is definitely inspired by Shadow, of course, so we wanted to kind of get that same feeling as well.
Right.
Yeah. I think actually there was a really funny comment on our trailer that we posted on YouTube. It's the one that's on the Kickstarter where we revealed Lynx and his VO being David Humphrey. There was a comment saying like, how did they get David Humphrey? And
we asked.
Someone responded. You're like, they probably just asked. And like, that's actually how it happened. Like, I just think no one has thought to ask him to do work in something like this.
Well, he like runs his own businesses now. He he has it on his own Twitter. He runs his own businesses.
Granted, he isn't really in the VO space too much anymore.
Right.
But I mean, he's also not in the VO space because he's willing to do stuff like this.
Right.
There's a lot of cool legacy talent out there that, you know, I think they kind of aren't as active anymore, but that doesn't mean that, you know, they're not looking for VO work.
Kind of the same with TJ Davis. Yeah.
Would you ever want to voice a character in this game for yourself?
I think it would be kind of funny. It would be pretty funny. I don't know who I would voice, but
we have like Lumi NPCs that are going to be in story mode, which if you're interested,
Yes.
We have different. Yes, we have different tiers on the Kickstarter too. If you're interested in deciding one, ooh.
I just want to segue a little bit into that actually. Not only the Lumi, but we do have other characters planned. If you, at least if you go to the local multiplayer, there's like a proper character select screen. And there's at least half of the slots are mystery marks.
Right.
Meaning they're unrevealed characters. So we do have plans for a handful more characters, and whenever we, they're not going to be in the demo. There will be a few things that are kind of exclusive to the full game to give people a reason to buy it and not just play the demo. But different characters are planned for the full release, and they will be voiced as well. So if anyone is interested, we will probably be doing auditions kind of the same way we did for the first one. We'll post on social media. I would say for that, make sure you have a voice reel ready. And I can also give some advice on what we look for when we are casting and certain things that kind of turn us off. I know it's important to have a website, but when we had to do like 5 extra clicks to get to the voice reel because we told people to just reply with it, it kind of turned us off a little bit. I think there were a few where like actually like it was so hard to find their voice reel on their website that we just gave up. So I would say
it should be front page. I think front page of the website.
Front page, or better yet, just have the MP4 file and post it in the reply.
Now,
something like that. It just depends on what the recruiter is asking.
That's just for us, though. I know different companies are different.
Now, not to challenge you on this, but it's something that, as someone who kind of established themselves in the industry in the 2010s, this is interesting for me to experience. But when my agency sends me auditions, I am almost always doing a fresh audition from the beginning. Like, I am recording a fresh thing off of character sides, and I am aware from what my partner and other folks have told me that it's very common that they want you to submit reels, and very infrequent that they want you to submit fresh auditions. Is it like a time-saving efficiency for that? Is it personal preference?
For us, it was because so I don't know if you can answer this or not, but like when you do that stuff, you have to sign an NDA in advance. Depending on the lines.
When it comes to indie projects, usually not. It's usually just Scout's Honor, but there are a number of projects that when I receive
just an audition for, right?
Yes, where as part of submitting my audition, I do have to sign an NDA.
Right. I think for us, we weren't exactly sure if the voice lines would reveal too much. So it was either basically like have anyone auditioning sign an NDA, which I think is a big barrier to entry for just the average person. We've had a few people kind of skeptical about NDAs that aren't really
just totally fair.
Super. Right. Because you have to, give out your.
You have to get personal information.
And there are a few people who aren't like super industry, but like we're really good friends with them. They're very talented. That were a little bit iffy about that kind of stuff because they just kind of go by their online aliases and everything. And yeah, we've had kind of like people be a little weirded out by NDAs before. So we wanted to just make the barrier to entry really low. So, just send a reel, put in the replies, put as much range as possible. And we can kind of tell if, what we're looking for might be attainable, even if it's not in your reel, just by kind of hearing, all the different range. So that was kind of step one. And then, like, our audition, like, after we kind of looked at someone and was like, wow, this reel is great, we should, like, reach out to them. The audition after that was basically just being in a Discord call, just kind of getting to know them, general vibe check, and then maybe having them like say a few lines kind of with our direction.
I see.
And all right. That's kind of how it went. It was pretty low barrier to entry. We have all types of different experience with all our VAs. Some are legacy, some are very like up and coming. Some are very much just kind of like within the like Sonic fan community, doing like fan voice works and stuff. Not really like super industry, but like we really don't look at that. We just kind of listen to, can this person fit the character,
Right. Very, very interesting. I think I want to see if we have, this is probably the best way to end it. So, obviously we'll start with, if folks want to support the Kickstarter, let me go ahead and find the link for that and post it right now.
It is GetStarGarden.com.
GetStarGarden. So let me go ahead and post the Kickstarter link, and then I'll also do that one. Okay, HTTP. So, I'm not going to say the amount, but I will be transparent and say that I was offered financial I almost posted my own Twitch channel. GetStarGarden.com. So, I was going to laugh earlier when you were talking about how there was a Kickstarter tier where folks could voice a Lumi NPC, become like, oh, that's how you get me. You're like, hey, we're gonna.
That's designing. To be clear, that's just designing. The
NPC. Okay.
For voices, we would have to do.
You could have played with the bad. I was gonna be like, you're like, hey, we're gonna offer you financial compensation, but by the way, in case you were interested, the price of voicing a Lumi character happens to be exactly what we were going to give you. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's called budget retention, baby. Yes. So, where can folks find you on socials, or if they want to follow the ongoings of the company? I'll do my best to paste it as well.
We're on Twitter and Blue Sky under Game Garage LLC.
Game Garage.
Best place.
LLC. Is that all one word?
On Twitter and Instagram, it's Game Garage LLC. On Blue Sky, it's just Game Garage.
Okay.
So, yes.
Game Garage, Blue Sky.
Just added LLC to the end of...
Yes. And then are there any personal accounts that folks should follow if they want to see like behind the scenes things? I don't know if you post any of your like works in progress or just like sneak peeks and previews and stuff like that.
It's usually all
occasionally.
On there.
Yeah, it's usually all on there. You can give me a follow, I guess, but even if you don't, you will see me if you follow the Game Garage.
Okay.
Twitter.
All right.
And I don't really have socials.
All right. So. I want a separate answer from each of you on this last one if it's possible. Okay.
Oh, yes.
What is the number, in your opinion, what is the biggest mistake that new players make that keeps them from getting better? And what is your personal recommendation for going from good to pro?
I have a really funny answer.
Go for it.
My hilarious answer is the number one thing preventing players from getting good at this game is reading. They don't read the button prompts and then immediately go to our Discord and they're like, how do I do this? It says it right there. They post like a screenshot and like...
This is how I'm going to discover there was some really neat trick that I could have done during all these matches, and because I only push the buttons for go, turn, and attack, I am a scrub lord.
Yeah, honestly, so the button prompts are dynamic. So like depending on kind of what you're doing, they will change. So I would just say like kind of pay attention to that during various things. There are probably things that you can do that you didn't know you could do, and you can find out by looking at the button prompts. But I also don't blame you for some of the really obscure stuff. There are some really obscure things you can do.
Can I make a really selfish request?
Yes.
Can you include, since this is going to be on Steam, can you include an achievement that requires you, it doesn't do much damage, but can you include an achievement that requires you to deal the killing blow on a cart using a drop kick?
That would be awesome. Yeah. That would be awesome. I think, yeah, maybe a drop kick should do like 1 HP or something. It currently doesn't do anything, but it would be so funny if someone got a killing blow doing a drop kick on someone on a card.
Right? Log. I can see the clips now where it's like 2 characters left and their shield is broken and the guy comes in for the kill and they just punt him in the face and win the game.
So cool.
Evo moment number 38 right there.
Right. You could like parry it.
Right. And Chow, so that was you that answered that question, right?
Yes.
So any differing opinions from Matt?
Reading is good. I feel like reading is definitely one way to get better at the game. But
right, and trust us, we know it's really hard. We're Sonic fans.
We're Sonic fans. We literally cannot read. But what I will say, going for the rainbow crates first and foremost is probably your best bet. You can evolve very quickly, very early.
Yes.
If we go for those rainbow gear crates,
right.
get an evolution stone.
That is that's a tactic we found through doing tournaments, is that a lot of the really good players, they realize like, you know what, this beginning star, you know, it controls nice and easy, but I could be breaking crates a lot faster if I evolve it. So the rainbow crates, you want to go for them. And then also I did actually want to ask you, because I've gotten a few people kind of seeming a bit confused by it, but I wasn't sure if it was just them or if it really is just confusing.
What's up?
But did it kind of make sense how the evolution worked and like what star you were gonna get? Like they were all color coordinated?
Well, my understanding, hopefully this answers your question. I saw that when I broke it and it dropped an evolution stone, there was an image above it that to me suggested that the evolution was focused on that specific element. Like if there was a wing, then it was a ship that I could stay in the air for much longer. Or if it was, like, I don't know which symbol the cloud one was, but I noticed that the cloud had near instant turn radius. Like, maybe it was a little bit slower to gain speed, but when I wanted to turn in a direction, I went in that direction almost immediately. So maybe that was gliding or turning capability or something like that. So my understanding was that each of the star carts had a focus on a particular stat higher than the rest. So at that point, it's down to preference of which one do you feel most comfortable with, which one do you feel works best on the stage.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
That's good. Okay.
Yes. No. If that was your goal, it took me a match to get into it, but noticing the symbol above it made me go, okay, whatever this evolution is, it is going to be catered to this stat specifically.
Right, that's exactly right.
I think it's really good also that you included the symbols, because while I initially started recognizing them by the color of the evolution sphere, obviously for colorblind players that may be more of an issue. So I like that you included the accessibility option by having the symbol above it as well.
I think that was a suggestion we got during a convention. Again, conventions.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
I think that was really smart, so thank you for including
Conventions
that.
are crazy. They're awesome.
Yeah, conventions are great.
Well,
anyone
go ahead.
aspiring to do anything in any form of art, I would say, whether it be game dev or voiceover or art, you know, you got like artist alleys and everything. Conventions are so good.
Let me
networking
touch on that
and just
though.
making friends.
Let me touch on that though. You raise a really good point. So what is the element of, obviously just going to the con is not it, and obviously just going up to a table and saying you should hire me or I want to work for you might not go as well as expected. What is the suggested process of, okay, you're at the con, there is a table that you would like to start networking with those people or potentially do work for them in the future. What works for you? What makes it feel like there's a genuine shared interest and not just a please hire me sort of fanboy desperation?
Right. I think it really comes down to just being a cool person and becoming friends with people. We tried to
like a
friends.
gazillion people, and it's just being nice. I think when you meet like a voice actor or a game developer or whatever, you got to remember they're just people. They're just like you. It is the same sort of vibe you would have for, like, I don't know, a friend or just someone you know, or
I've often
but you already have that shared connection of games, so there's already a little bit of an entryway in.
Bringing the shared connection is a good point. I've often mentioned people. I said networking is just the $20 business word that people came up with because making friends sounded too much like play school stuff. But I honestly feel like the difference between genuine networking and just job hunting is all it really is you're making friends with people who have the same passion, the same interest.
Right.
Yeah.
I do say networking, but when I think about it, all these friends that I have networked with are friends.
Right.
Like, there are people that I have added on Discord. We talk about, the latest chapter of Deltarune. We talk about like some random anime that came out. Like we're just friends, and they happen to also be really good at things, and we can kind of like rely on them if we need them for certain things.
I think, even Star Garden just started out as like a hobby, like let's do this and see where we go, and now we're here. So you never know. If you want to make something cool with your friends, just go for it. I don't see why not. There's only net positives to come out of it, I think.
I one of the coolest things I've noticed in game development circles as of late is, without casting too much shade, in the same way that animation has really started leaning towards the independent productions, you're between stuff like Repo and, what was the viral content one? Gone Viral or something like that, or Peak, and now games like this, there is this rising thing of like folks going, you know what? I'm not getting what I want from the gaming sphere today, or I'm missing this that was from my childhood. I'm just gonna go do it. I'm gonna go make it myself. I'm gonna find people who share that vision. Content warning, thank you. I love seeing this growth, this kind of expansion of like not turning inwards, but like there's this broadening of horizons where a lot of, I don't want to call this a smaller game, but games with smaller teams, games that don't have billion-dollar budgets, games that are not being backed by, triple A everything up the wazoo, are still getting love and admiration and support and financial assistance and word of mouth, because the passion behind it is speaking louder than a lot of these games that dump millions and millions and millions of dollars and check all of these tick boxes of what's going to be popular, but at the end of the day they just don't have that organic tang that, like, literally at the core of this game, you're racing around, you're collecting a bunch of items, and then you're beating the crap out of each other. And really, that's fun in its own right, It's
Yeah, I've worked at corporate settings a lot, and what I've figured throughout my life is instead of chasing metrics, you gotta chase dreams. Like, there's always gonna be a Fortnite, there's always gonna be an Overwatch, there's always gonna be these games. I feel like just make something you want to make, and even before Air Riders was a thing, this is something we really wanted to make. We have nothing but respect for Mr. Sakurai and the team. I'm getting that game day one. But like, it's just cool that there are more games like it coming out.
I assume you're both American, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't chase metrics anyway. We chase imperial systems. Screw your grams and liters and everything else. Chase imperial. Chase the Imperials. Eat the rich. All right. Chow Mix, Matt, before this gets worse. Thank you both so much for your time. I hope you feel like we got to showcase a lot of the game tonight. Honestly, I'm so honored that I got to have you on for this interview. It provided just the right amount of extra insight and love into this game, and I hope you feel like the enthusiasm that I showed carried on to everyone else who partook tonight. So
yeah, we appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for showing this off. I'm glad you liked it. Also, we have a few updates coming out for the free demo that you'll be able to do. We have a whole racing mode. It's going to be the first kind of like basic track of the game. So instead of fighting each other during combat phase, you'll do the collect phase, and then you get sent to a racetrack. So we're going to be doing that hopefully pretty soon. We have a nighttime mode planned for the Looney Garden. What else? I think we have a few other things. Six-player really online. Six-player online.
Six-player online. The Green Glade, the place you were in pretty much the whole time, that big city trial-like map, is going to be expanded as well. So it's going to get a little larger.
Now we can have big battlefield. That's so good. All right, y'all. Well, everyone, as a special thank you to everyone, I know I gave out some copies of the game earlier, or copies of other games earlier today, but to say thank you for everyone who tuned in, I'm giving out a copy of the demo to everyone that's in chat. That's right. It's already pre-purchased.
That's crazy. How is he doing this?
It's the residuals, man. It's all the residuals. You can go to getstargarden.com right now. They've all been pre-purchased. You can download it for free. I'm handling it personally. Chow Mix, Matt, thank you so much for your time. I will work on uploading. Of course. I will work on uploading everything to YouTube tonight. I'd say by tomorrow morning it will be immortalized on my YouTube channel, which is NG Sonic Mega. That's Newground Sonic Mega. Just letting you know now, you are totally free to pull from that. You can use any clips that you want. You can use whole sections if you'd like. You can use part of what I said as like a testimonial. This is, honest to goodness, a really fun foundation that you've got here, and I'm excited to see what you come up with in the future.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that means
we're gonna do our best. Thank you.
Heck yes. All right, have a good night, you two.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
That was nice, and we get to finish before 8 p.m. Everyone gets to have an early evening. It's not even midnight for East Coast. That was very cool. I wasn't sure how long we would need for the demo, but that was a very fun-filled 2 hours, and I feel like none of it was wasted. And I tricked you. And I won! I won once! I didn't go through this entire stream blasting my ass off. I have won! I am capable! Not very, but still capable. Anyway, you all, let's find someone we're gonna raid tonight, because I have some videos to upload, and I have a buttload of Etrian content to write tonight. So let's see. Oh, Truly a Vaporeon is doing art. Yes, I haven't supported them in a while. What are they streaming? What are they drawing? What are they painting with? Oh, she's just eating. I thought she was painting with dumplings and hot oil. No, she's just Listen. This is truly a Vaporeon, okay? I have watched them paint with beans. Anything is possible. Food is art, baby. Confession time. Sonic Mega saw you with your dumplings and hot oil and thought you were in the middle of painting with them. There we go. Soup and salsa, and they said it smelled awful. Anyway, you all, thank you so much for supporting me during this triple stream today. I hope it was as educational as it was fun. I think we got to see a wide variety of games, and please, 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 if you would like to support my own game endeavors, I hope you will tune in tomorrow afternoon for Etrian Odyssey. My plan is to start... Let me see what the time is. My plan would be to start around 5 p.m. as usual. No, not 5 p.m. Probably around somewhere between 4 p.m. just because I have to be done before Dungeons & Dragons at 8:30. I am going to be pulling several hours tonight to finish writing the cutscenes for where we're going to get in Stratum 3. And not only is it going to feature one of Kate's favorite cutscenes I've written so far, but also the introduction of an original character that I commissioned portrait artwork for. This is one you definitely do not want to miss. Anyway, love you all very much. Show some love to Star Garden. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. And stay shining. Good night, everybody.